Are you a service-based business owner looking to increase profits to fund your lifestyle? Well, this podcast is for you. We bring you inspirational guests sharing actionable tips to solve many of the struggles you face each and every day. And now, over to your host, Paul Higgins.
Hi, Paul here. Before we get into the show, would you like to make a great first impression on LinkedIn? If so, I have something just for you. When people search for your name on Google, your LinkedIn profile will normally come up first. Before meeting someone for the first time, how often do they view your LinkedIn profile? For many coaches and consultants I begin to work with, their profiles don't do them any justice. I've created a simple solution where you can whip your profile into shape to have your best foot forward when attracting new clients on LinkedIn. Go to blgdownload.com, so that's blgdownload.com to get your 5 killer tips today. Hello to the Build, Live, Give Solo podcast, episode number 274. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you love what you hear, please subscribe. I recommend listening to episode 0.5 as a great guide for you. If you're a regular, thanks for your support. I love listening to podcasts and always have follow-up questions. If you're the same, go to paulhigginsmentoring.com/questions and lodge yours. I promise to answer it. Please check out past shows on your favorite platform. Just search Build, Live, Give. So today's topic is how to get high quality B2B leads. You will learn the 3 steps to do that and also a great free live webinar that I've got coming up to help you. So if you're a high 6 to 7 figure service-based owner who is looking to generate high quality leads, you might have come across some of these challenges. One is that you get referrals, which is great, but they're lumpy and inconsistent. 2, you really don't have a sales system. You try to hand it off, it just doesn't work. The third one is that you still sell like it's offline, right? You're still involved in every step of the sales process, even though there's technology and video and other things that you can tap into. You feel like you can't take time off the business because sales don't grow, right? So you get pressure from home. We want to see you more. Why don't you take a couple of weeks off? There's school holidays, whatever those pressures are, but you feel like if you're not there, there's no sales. And also you've tried both commission-based and also hiring a full-time person. That hasn't really worked for you. And also you've had experts that have said, I'll come in, I'll fix this for you. And if you're like me, you've sort of been left in the lurch. And I get this because this was me. We had a tech consulting business called Scale My Empire, and I had a great business partner, Scott, and we'd thought we'd hit the jackpot. We're getting consistent leads from our SaaS partner, which was Copper Sales CRM, which is a great solution, but they changed strategies. And basically, we then had to generate our own. What complicated it was that I was going through a transplant at the same time, so I couldn't do the sales or the volume of sales that I used to. So I had to find a solution, right, to solve this. And it was a little bit before COVID. It was back in 2019. Well, the great news is that we actually sold the business at a really strong multiple because of the work that we did. And that's what I want to share with you today. So get ready, and you might be worth having a pen, or you can go back to it if you're out riding your bike like I often do, listening to a podcast, obviously with the volume very low. So number 1, remove yourself as the only touch point. Pretty obvious, right? But how? So before I mention, you're doing mainly selling face-to-face, it doesn't need to be that way. Online, you can use technology. So why not create a great sales funnel to help you so people get to like, know, and trust you? So often people will jump on a call with me and say, yes, I've heard you on your podcast. I've read some of your posts. They say, look, I know a bit about you. They've listened to my story, right, on my LinkedIn profile. And a couple of quick examples that have worked really well for us, and I'm sure they'll work for you. One is a masterclass. It might be 10 minutes. My long one is up to 22 minutes, but it really goes through what are the key pain points, who might be having those, and solutions to solve it. So they're ready when they get in a call with you. The other one is assessments, right? And you can go and have a look at mine at paulhigginsmentoring.com/assessment. It's 15 questions, 3 minutes. And you'll see it's really helping someone identify the gaps themselves. It's benchmarking, and then I give a strategy call at the end of it. The other one is to get a VA, whether it's a sales admin person or a VA, get them in to help you, right? There's a lot of things, especially on LinkedIn, that you don't need to do by yourself. So that's the first one. Remove yourself as the only touch point. The second is leveraging LinkedIn to build authority. As I said, you can get some help from a VA to do it. But what do? Well, the first thing is LinkedIn is the place to be, according to Gary Vee. That's right, he's on the bandwagon, so is everyone else, and there's 720 million active users. So some people would say, well, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of spam, but believe me, it still can be done well. And if you're doing it well, you get huge success. For our community, I got over 2,500 leads for the community last year. I alone got 2.5 million views, right? Views to my post. Wasn't seen by anybody, and it's just blown my business up. So what the two key things you can do, two phases. One is the 3 Ps, right? It's pretty simple. Profile, right? Have your profile that is talking to your ideal client. And if you want to know more details on this, you can go to blgdownload.com, and I've got a great 9 steps to go through. The next one is posting. Right? Would you, all the effort you're probably doing in posting at the moment, would you love to get, between 5 and 50,000 views a post? That's right. I got 2.5 million because I've got a formula on exactly how to get the results. And what that does is it builds your authority. So when people connect, they connect saying, I saw your post, or someone referred to me because of your post. You're building authority. So it's easier to sell. People like experts. And the third one is possibilities. You got your profile right, you got your posting, then you can do the outreach. The other one is the sales focus. So that's phase 2. I'll go through it quickly, but we do marketing assets, like it might be a book, a podcast, your masterclass, an assessment, your sales funnel that I've covered, mining existing clients. There's so much value there, especially you might be over-servicing your clients, right? So how do we go about changing that? Then looking for new clients. And yes, there is the LinkedIn strategy, but we also look at other things, organic and also channel partners, which I'll talk more about. And then it's the sales systems and support. And if you haven't got a sales CRM, whether it's Copper, which is great for Gmail or whatever, you are letting sales fall through the cracks. Stop it. Okay, just do it. It's $49. How much is a client worth to you? And that's $49 a month, by the way, on average. So we've covered how to remove yourself as the only touch point, LinkedIn to build authority. The last one is sell channel partners who sell to many. So it's linked to LinkedIn. Instead of getting one client at a time, wouldn't it be great to sell on LinkedIn one person that they can give you, say, 10 clients a year? Wouldn't that be great? Okay. Because sales is your most important asset. So let me give you a real example of this. So Dub, fantastic platform, a sponsor of our show. So they're a video and a marketing platform. I use it for all my outreach, and I use it basically for everything Dub videos to do with sales, because it's a lot more personable. It's great. But, they've got a huge audience. They've got, let's say 30,000 people or more, and they've got people that have got the product, aren't using it, or want to work out why they should have the product. I go on and show them exactly how to pick up clients and leads using Dub. So that's great. Their clients sign up, they get new licenses. And for me, some people say, hey, Paul, I like what you do. I'd like to find out more. And they become clients. It works really well. And a quick shout out to Peter, who came through as a client from that exact experience. So another example of how these 3 steps work is Matt Yates from Extend the Team, a brilliant outsourcing provider. He's got an amazing run rate. He's just started his business late last year. Now he's already up to a 500K run rate per annum, based on some of the channel strategy partners we've got him. Scott Gallantley from IT Genius, his GP's up 30% in COVID times because of the sales system that we built. So if you'd like to find out exactly how to quickly scale and escape a referral-only business to create a steady stream of high-quality leads, we've got a live webinar for you. It's on the 17th of February, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I know this comes out on about the 9th of Feb, so that gives you a lot of time to register. Go to buildlivegive.com/sales, or you can go to paulhigginsmentoring.com/sales and you can register. Okay, key actions from today. One is register for the webinar if you're listening before the 17th of Feb, EST time. If you're not, please map out your key actions upon these 3 steps. You can get all the links in the show notes at paulhigginsmentoring.com/podcast, episode number 275. 4 or on the app you're listening to. I recommend the Pocket Cast app. Listen to episode 0.5 if you're a regular, if you're a new. Actually, if you're a regular, you can do it as well, but it gives you a great overview. Register again for the live free webinar at paulhigginsmentoring.com/sales. Please connect and follow me on LinkedIn. That's where I put out a lot of great content. If you know someone interested in B2B lead generation, please share this with them. They'd love you for it. Please take action to build, live, and give.
Thanks for listening to the Build, Live, Give podcast. If you like what you heard, please share it and leave us a review. It would mean the world to us.